Do you want to enjoy your life while living frugally? Let's talk about 12 ways to do exactly that, including some tips from you, the viewers. And stick around for a special tip from Goldie today. You don't want to miss this. Welcome, I'm Amy, and here at the Frugal Diaries, I give you tips and tools for frugal living, including this part 2 of a very popular video on how to enjoy your life while living frugally. You folks absolutely loved the idea of living frugally and having a great time at the same time. And when that video came out, you folks told me so many fun things in the comments that I realized that eventually I was gonna have to do a part 2 and share with everybody all the wonderful things that you're doing to enjoy your lives and a few more things that I'm doing to enjoy my life while living frugally. So let's go. Number 1, just so you can see, I have a list written down here because I don't want to forget any of these because these are really awesome tips. Let's head over to my kitchen here. So I want to talk to you about something that is really fun for me, and you don't see evidence of it here right now, but you will in just a minute. I like to cook something new. What I recently did involved taking some inspiration from my daughter and from some cooking YouTube channels that we've been watching, and I don't even remember which ones these came from. But I put together some vegetables that we already had and then cut them up and put them in some chicken broth that we already had. And then I cut up some chicken, and the seasonings that I used were inspired sort of by Korean cooking, although I think there would be no Korean grandma watching this who would say this was Korean food. But it had a little bit of oyster sauce, a little bit of gochujang, a little bit of green onion, the kind that we can get here where I live in the United States. And the taste was spectacular. It was so flavorful that I couldn't stop eating it, and it's a good thing it was healthy. This was something that was brand new to me. I never make anything without a definite recipe, unless it's something I've made forever, like spaghetti out of a jar kind of a thing. This was real cooking that I did based on inspiration that I'd gotten from several places. It was so much fun, and I can't wait to go shopping for some of these ingredients and try it again, maybe with slightly different flavorings this time. It was really, really good. Number 2, Dawn over at Sensible Living with Money Mom commented that she made waffles on the weekend, and that inspired me to pull out my little teeny tiny Dash waffle maker. Have you seen these things? They're so much fun. Dawn, I don't know if you used this waffle maker, and in the background you can see the spiced rum that I'm going to be using to soak my fruits for Christmas bread. But this waffle maker makes these waffles that are they really look like this. They're so good, and we've made them gluten-free and with gluten. And Dawn, you inspired us. And by the way, if you are not watching Dawn over at Sensible Living with Money Mom, you are missing out. Dawn is really the frugal mother of us all. Dawn, thank you for talking about making waffles on the weekend. I think I'm gonna make some when I get done making this video. Number 3, do that cleanup job that you've been putting off. I want to take you back in time. A couple of days ago, my kitchen was a bit of a mess, and I was a little bit grumpy about it. Let's hear what I had to say about it, and then what it looked like when I got done. So this is my kitchen this morning. Shall we see what we can do about that? Let's see if this looks any better. It's a couple hours later, and I finally got to do the dishes. In case you were wondering if I really had that many, I just have a really deep sink. All clean now. As you can see, today I also have a clean kitchen, and that's because before I started recording, I cleaned the kitchen, and then the only thing that you see evidence of is the espresso. I made myself a coffee, but it's clean and it feels good, and every time I walk in here now, I'm gonna feel happy instead of going, oh gosh, I have to do the dishes. So I think we have to admit it, that when we have a clean house, we enjoy our lives a bit more. And this leads us to the next tip. Now join me in my living room as we talk about tip number 4. This comes from Bree, who shared about another YouTuber named Diane, as in Diane in Denmark. Do you guys follow Diane in Denmark? Apparently Diane in Denmark has this cleaning method that she uses that's based on the old Fly Lady system, but that is guilt-free, and that helps you clean your house with very little time, very little effort, no guilt, lots of enjoyment. So if you follow Diane in Denmark, tell me about it. Bree, if you're here, talk about one of your favorite Diane in Denmark tips. And I, again, prefer to have a minimal and clean-ish house so that I can enjoy my life a bit more. I can't say that I'm a Diane in Denmark diehard fan, but I really love the idea of guilt-free and enjoyable cleaning, so thank you, Bree. Tip number 5 we're gonna do in my big work room. This comes to us from Kirsten McDonald, and it's really simple. The tip is open the windows. And I want to show you what happens when I work in my workroom with the windows closed, which I actually sometimes do because sometimes it feels cozy. But look at what it looks like right now. It's very window heavy and the light is decent. I mean, this is not a bad space, right? It's okay. My camera's telling me I'm mostly getting backlight. Now, what happens when I open the windows? Whole room just opens up and my mood is so much improved. Kirsten, you're absolutely right. Just opening the windows helps to open up our mood and our feeling of ease and happiness in the world. So it's a wonderful tip, open your windows. If you're getting value out of this video so far, would you give it a like and consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified first of new videos. If you'd like to contribute to the growth of the channel, you can make a one-time contribution or become a monthly member over at Buy Me a Coffee. And look for some exciting new things to come available for everyone coming up as we approach and get into the new year. I've got some great things to share with you and I'm really looking forward to it. And I thank you so much for being here and for your support. Let's go on with these tips. For number 6, we're gonna come back into my work area and I'm gonna give you the tip that it is really enjoyable to start something new. And I mention this because so many times in Frugal Living we talk about stopping things, stopping the overindulging, stopping the overspending, stopping. And I'm saying start something new. And I have a couple things to share with you that I am starting that are new to me over the last few months that I really enjoy. And it's all going on over here at my workspace, which you can see that I have turned around and I'm constantly shifting it so that I get a little different perspective. So today I am working hard on getting ready for an international student collaboration across several countries across the Pacific for my day job. And this is what my setup looks like. It's very simple right now. And it's the first time we're doing this in real time across these 2 universities and across 3 or 4 different countries. And we're actually really excited. So I'm kind of pumped and I'll let you know how it goes. One thing I'm working on really hard these days is trying to get better at my Korean study. I've just had 8 lessons, so I am no good yet. I can barely count to 10. So let me show you my book and my flashcards so you can see what level I'm at. And if you're studying a language, tell me about it below. Do you enjoy studying languages and what's your favorite? So here's the textbook that I'm using. I actually enjoy it quite a bit. And today I am supposed to work on page 71, reading and writing dialogues, connecting the dialogues with the pictures. Also trying to get some handwriting skills going. This is my name, Amy, in Korean. And this is my current mishmash of notes, including homework for this week. So I'm gonna get right on that.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep?
Related to my new obsession with studying Korean, I got from Amazon a keyboard cover that includes Hangul, the Korean writing system. So now, once I learn how to actually type in Korean, I'll be able to do it. So really, whether I'm sitting here at my desk working on YouTube, or working on my day job, or working on something new, like learning how to say 안녕하세요, I feel really happy when I get to start something new. And I recommend that you try it too. What are you doing that's new right now? All right, you see me sitting here at my daughter's sewing machine for the next tip. Number 7 comes to us from Queen Tina Dwar, and she says she is making her own nursing scrubs, which means then that she gets the pattern she wants, she gets the fit she wants, she gets the look she wants, and she's made the decision to save up for some really good nursing shoes, something that will last a long time and be easy on the feet as she's walking around for those long shifts. So if you sew and you can make something that you wear all the time so that it is yours and it is personalized, it's a wonderfully frugal way to enjoy your life on an everyday basis. Thank you, Queen Tina, for sharing this. We picked this sewing machine up off of Amazon for really cheap, and my kids were sewing within the first 15 minutes. So if you are new to sewing and you're interested in getting into it, let me know. I might be able to put a link below. And related to that, would you be interested in me setting up some kind of an Amazon store where I can show you the things that I show you around the house and where they are on Amazon? I don't know if people are interested in that on a Frugal Living channel. I like to talk about getting good deals, but I don't want to force you to shop. So tell me down below, would you be interested or would you find that sort of redundant? Anyway, let's move on. For number 8, we're taking a walk out into my garage where I am reconsidering one of my upcoming Goodwill donations based on Kathy Fitzpatrick's tip, which is that she made wallpaper for her kitchen out of vintage cookbooks, including the beautiful vintage drawings. I've got something vintage that I think would be really fun to turn into artwork, and I'm going to show you what I've got here. This here is my Better Homes and Gardens cookbook, which I haven't used in a long time and decided it should go to a home where somebody will love it. But I wonder if I would love it. I just love all of this overexposed imagery here, and these drawings, absolutely precious. And it makes me wonder if I should take Kathy's example and turn these somehow into some art that I could hang on my walls. Anyway, I think I'm gonna maybe take this back in the house. I'm gonna see what I can come up with. Kathy, you may have created a monster, but thank you. So many of these frugal living tips to enjoy life come straight out of things that you can do or have at home. And let's go back into my living room where I wanna show you a project that relates to a comment Ellen Loves Music shared with us. Ellen said that she created hand-crocheted gift items for all of her friends and family last year for Christmas, and they were so popular that it was like the best Christmas ever. And I wanted to show you, one of my kids started crocheting just this past summer and made this as a very first project. It's a gorgeous full-size blanket made out of these beautiful jewel tones. I don't know if they show up as jewel tones on camera, but they're so pretty. And this gorgeous blue-black, wonderful first project. And this is so much of an enjoyment project that it results in lots of opportunity for making things that you love and that you can share with other people. So if you love to work with your hands, as Ellen Loves Music clearly does, then I would say go for it. If you don't know how to crochet or knit, just watch YouTube. There's gonna be places you can learn, and you can do this. For number 10, let's come back over here in the vicinity of the sewing machine for a tip from Willette B about repairing and mending clothes. So we have here some things that need a little mending. I don't know what's wrong with some of these things, but it's a small pile of mending that needs to be done. And Willette pointed out that mending is two things. It's relaxing and it's beneficial. And I honestly can't think of any nicer combination if you want to live frugally and enjoy your life. So Willette, thank you for sharing that about mending being relaxing and also beneficial. Sometimes I put off those things and my piles of mending get really big. Right now the pile is small, but sometimes it's really big. And sometimes I just wear things with holes, and Willette says, let's mend. It's relaxing and beneficial. We can do it. Number 11, Goldie's Frugal Diary of the Day. Have you been missing Goldie's Frugal Diary? I've been missing it. Let's see what Goldie's doing now. Come on over. And hello, Goldie. Goldie is having a lovely nap today. She's resting up because yesterday she went to the vet. And so Goldie's tip for the day is to follow your doctor's instructions and do everything you can to take care of your health and deal with health problems as they come up. You can do this. Let's go back in time to when I picked up Goldie from the vet yesterday. She had come from a tooth cleaning and she was a little groggy. Goldie just got done at the vet. She's a little groggy. She had her teeth cleaned and now she's going to be in good shape for a long time. Yeah. So, make sure you do what your doctor says. That's Goldie's Frugal Diaries for the day. Even if you're an old dog, You can still get your teeth cleaned. Take care of your health. Goldie's doing really well today. She came out of it beautifully, no problems, and she's just enjoying feeling comfortable here at home after a day at the vet. Because she's kind of an old lady, she came back home with some medications. Taking care of your health is not a joke for many of us. We have things that we have to do, and Goldie's no exception. She has some antibiotics that she has to take. She has her pain medication for her arthritis. She takes medication for her thyroid. She takes fish oil. When you're an old dog, you need a little more than just nutritious food and nice naps to stay healthy. And some of us are getting to be old dogs, and we need to work hard to take care of our health. And Goldie says, it's okay. Take care of your health. Our last tip, number 12, comes to us from Joyce Gonzalez, who said this: I love ice cream. I had to put this last because I know there's something that you love. Something that you'll save up for. Something that you'll enjoy every time you can and every way you can. For Joyce, it's ice cream! For me, it's often finding new places to go for walks, and I have loved sharing some of those with you at the ends of my videos, and I'm putting some of the walks that I've taken recently here so that you can see what I love. What do you love so much that you gotta shout about it in the comments? Tell me about it below. Wherever you are on your frugal living journey, take the next step. Whatever that next step is for you, and know that you are not alone, and I am so proud of you. Live frugally, change your life, and together we will change the world. I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye-bye.